another episode of Woodburn's daily videos on solving your China business pain points. My name is Christina Cola-Coluccia. I'm the head of business advisory at Woodburn Accountants and Advisors. And in today's episode, we are going to be looking at HR strategies in China and how to adjust them post-COVID-19. Since China lifted most of its COVID-19 restrictions, companies have started to reconsider their human resource strategies. Many industries, from catering to retail, tourism, and others, were severely hit by the pandemic and were forced to freeze hiring or downsize staff to cut costs and survive financial difficulties. Even if you weren't in one of these three sectors, there were still a lot of industrial clients of mine who had to go through that phase of either freezing their hiring processes or downsizing on staff. Currently, there are positive economic signs that suggest it is a good time to reconsider HR planning and recruitment arrangements. Companies can evaluate and adjust their business development plan, dissolve unnecessary business units, and set up new lines of business that meet the new market needs. As life moves back to normal, a higher number of infections can be expected. Therefore, enterprises must find ways to protect their employees' health and safety and maintain the continuity of their business operations. The move towards the normalization of the workplace puts additional pressure on HR departments. There are several COVID HR policies on infected employees and close contacts that companies can implement to protect their employees' health and maintain the continuity of their business operations. According to government policies, infected employees with mild symptoms or without symptoms will be quarantined at home for 7 days and released after getting 2 negative PCR test results consecutively on days 6 and 7. Only those whose symptoms become serious will be sent to hospitals. Close contacts shall quarantine at home, normally for 5 days, and released after getting a negative PCR test result on the day 5. Based on the COVID HR policies, infected employees and close contacts are entitled to the following benefits. 1, if an employee is infected with COVID or becomes a close contact during the quarantine period or medical treatment period, the company shall pay the normal salary to the employee and shall not terminate the employment contract due to the reasons of illness, incompetence, change of objective circumstances, or mass layoff. If the employee's employment contract expires during the quarantine period or medical treatment period, the contract term will be automatically extended until such period expires. Legally speaking, an employee who is suspected to be infected with COVID shall enjoy the same treatment as those of close contacts. 2, during the quarantine period, the company can arrange an employee who is a close contact to work from home. If the employee is unable to work from home, the company can arrange the employee to take annual leave or other paid leave. And depending on the provisions and local policies, the company may need to or not need to consult with the employee before making such an arrangement. The third one is if an employee is still unable to go to work after the quarantine period or medical treatment period is over, the employee shall apply for sick leave or other leave according to the law and company regulations, and the company will pay leave salary to the employee according to the law and government regulations as well. This policy will become relevant for employees who have post-COVID symptoms or long COVID, for example, or those who are reluctant to come to work due to fear of catching COVID. The new policies have eliminated the possibility of a company lockdown in case of an outbreak. Nevertheless, if a large number of employees are infected at the same time, the company's operations may be compromised. And for this reason, firms should implement steps to protect the health and safety of their staff. The law in China encourages companies to take measures to prevent and control COVID infections by employees at workplaces. Depending on the situation of the employees and the nature of their business, companies should implement prevention steps such as regular PCR antigen tests, temperature checks before entering the building, masks, and social distancing in the workplace, and encourage employees to report if anyone in their home has symptoms. It certainly can be difficult to identify who shall be regarded as a close contact. However, the earlier an infected employee or close contact is isolated, the less the virus will actually spread at the workplace. Companies may follow up on the situation by asking employees to provide PCR test results. And obviously, if any employee is found to have recovered or not to be confirmed as being infected, or completed the quarantine period as close contact, the firm can ask him or her to return to work on site. Now, depending on the industry, companies can offer employees to work flexibly or work from home to reduce the risks of infection due to obviously communicating with public transportation, gathering at the workplaces, etc. Just to conclude today, the pandemic disrupted the usual hiring routine in China. Recruitment is an important means for companies to obtain talent. And if they cannot find suitable employees over a long period, their ability to operate normally will be affected. Foreign invested companies should develop medium and long-term human resource planning strategies to prepare for new challenges in the post-COVID-19 era. They should implement strategies that will help their businesses to continue. And there can be a variety of different ways of actually doing that. If you are in a situation where you would actually like to come up with HR strategies and understand how this can be done, then reach out to us. We are providing you with a link to our diary. We would be happy to have a complimentary call to see whether we can actually help you with those pain points. If you enjoyed today's session, today's episode, please press that like button. Please share. This helps more people hear about us, but also provide insight into how they can solve their own issues when doing business in China. And if you're interested to learn more about what we do at Woodburn Global, head on over to our website, woodburnglobal.com. You have a full list of our services and additional resources in the form of publications, ebooks, and short articles. I hope this video has helped, and I look forward to seeing you at our next episode. Take care and goodbye.